Alright, so if you've been interested in any of my alligator hunting stuff, you've seen me use it before. This is the Havalon blade handle and remover. Now I'll do separate videos for each one just so people who are looking for a specific thing can find it. But this is the blade removal tool thing. And I don't use the Havalon knife handles, so to say, like the folding blade or the fixed blade. I just use this surgical handle type of thing. It's a number 8, it's stainless and fits in the hand great. Pretty light, has a good balance to it, and this is what I use to clean all my alligators, all my hides, even to prep meat at home. I mean, it's just simple to clean. The problem I have with the folding knives is that there's space in between the handles. You still have this here that will catch some meat, but it's easy enough to clean. But with that knife handle, there's like a line in the middle where meat can collect and blood and all that, and it's just not as sanitary as I would like. So that's the only thing I didn't like about that, where this fixes that issue. Now the way that I carry this, because it does have the blade on it, is I carry it in the removal tool. So this is how I carry this knife everywhere. If you pull on it hard enough, the blade will come out, but if you're just carrying in a backpack, in your pocket, and wherever, this does great. I've tied some fishing line onto it so I can hang it if need be. But this is how I store it and carry it. I have 3 to 5 of these, and I always have 2 with blades in them because I use 2 different blades. I use this 70A, has the rounded tip there, and then the 60A has the pointy tip. There's also a 60XT blade, which is just a thinner version of the 60A, so it's just more flexible and has more give to it. I hear a lot more people complain about breaking the XTs compared to the 60As. So XTs, they have a little bit more give to them. They are a lot cheaper though. Again though, a knife is not a prying tool, so do not use these to pry bone apart or try to pry a joint. You can cut a joint with it, that's not an issue, but when you go to prying, this is just a thin blade, it will snap on you. I haven't snapped them, but everybody who leaves a negative comment on these Havalon blades just say they snap too easily. It's not meant to pry, it's meant to cut. So that's one great thing. You store it in here, you can remove the blade just by pinching on it, pinch and pull. Completely simple. And then I keep it in here, especially when I'm cleaning an alligator. If you haven't seen before, I keep the pointy blade in one and keep the 70A in this one. So if I need to change, keep it dirty because these are very easy to clean. Just throw this off to the side, get the other one, insert your handle, and you're good to go. Then you need to switch, put it back in, remove, and go to the other one. And I just keep switching, and then I'll just clean all of this at the end. So that is one great feature of having multiple of these, because I just store the blades in them. And again, great thing about this handle, easy to clean, completely stainless. This is a Havalon handle. I didn't get it off of Amazon or anything, so you won't see the Amazon link for this. So if you want this specific one, I got it off the Havalon site. And it's been treating me good ever since. I've had it for 2 or 3 years now. Can't ask for anything more. For these, I did get these off of Amazon. Better prices, faster shipping of course, but this, the same thing, 2 or 3 years old. This blade has been used on, I've cut 3 alligators, like butchered them completely, the hide and everything, and one of these blades lasted me 2.5 alligators. On the 3rd alligator it started getting pretty dull to where I noticed it, so that's when I switched it out. So these blades last a long time if you use a knife for what a knife is meant to do. It's not meant to cut through bone or anything. Cutting through joints, cutting through meat, cutting alligator hide was no issue. Couldn't ask for anything more. It's cheap, easy, reliable, and you can just carry a lot of these blades if you don't want to resharpen them. I resharpen them, pretty simple to do. Great blade, can't ask for more. I wouldn't use anything else. I'll use these for probably the rest of my life. Absolutely perfect. Some people carry them for pocket knives. Of course, this as a fixed blade you're not going to carry as a pocket knife. I don't carry them as a pocket knife. I just use them for cutting meat at home and processing game. So always keep it in the truck, in a backpack, whenever you're traveling, moving around. Great thing to have. I would highly recommend it. If you're interested in something like this, you can go over to my Amazon store. The link will be down in the description as always, and you can go over to the store and check out different stuff that I recommend, different products that you may or may not think of using with this. And these will also be in the store too. It's nice little pictures, gives you a price and all that, and it's on Amazon, so you can just click on it, go to the product page, and if you do end up purchasing anything, it does help support JTgatoring. I get a little bit of a kickback from Amazon for that. So if you want to help support JTgatoring, that's a great way to do it without having to pay any extra money to support me. So if you like it, go ahead, get it through Amazon, helps me out. You get better prices and shipping. But if you want the handle, then I'd go to the Havalon site and get it there, because I know that that one is good and fits the blades. There is one on Amazon, but I do not know if it fits the blades, and there's a few comments that said that it does not. So if you want this handle, then get it through Havalon. So hopefully you enjoyed that. I know I would not recommend anything other than these. Absolutely love them. 78 blade is great for not trying to nick the hide or anything, and then the pointy blades I use for getting through joints and just cutting meat regularly. One thing that I do run into, one issue, is that these are pretty short. There is the Barracuda, but I don't know if the Barracuda blades fit on here. So that's another thing to think about. If you need a longer blade, then I just go to a regular knife that I have. These are short blades, get in there nice and fine. Small game, big game, doesn't matter. But if you're trying to follow ribs or a backbone or something where you're getting through a lot of meat, then I just use my fish cleaning blades, because they're long enough to where you can follow the bones. This is a little too short to follow bones. You'll end up going on one side of one rib bone and going on the other side of the other and pinching the blade, and they're just a little short. So if you need that longer blade, just carry another knife with you. I carry 3 or 4 knives with me for different jobs, especially for if you got to break a joint and you can't really cut it open. Then I have a big butch knife to really force through there. But yeah, not meant for prying. Great knife, stay sharp for a while. Use the knife for what it's meant for, and I'll see you on the next video on JTgatoring.